Good afternoon and welcome to our LiveText tutorial. Our purpose today is for you to learn how to build the evaluation of classroom practice template. You also need to print the rubric so that you can use it as a self-evaluation. Both of these, the template and the rubric, the self-evaluation, will be used at a meeting with your host teacher and your supervisor. So Dave and Mark Stanley and myself will be coming around between November 17th and the first week in December. We'll do a 1-hour observation and then we'll meet with you and your host teacher to review these two pieces that you need to prepare for that meeting. So to begin, we log in to LiveText and you use your key code. Of course, if you'd like to change your password, you can do that at any time. I'm logging in as Spike Whale, who is our test student, so that you can see something similar to what you would see. Now, Spike is enrolled in all of the MAT courses right now, so he sees something a little bit different. But it's important that you go to courses, and there's two different ways to do that, but I think the easiest way is in this menu over here. Select ED 692 JD1. All of the assessments, assignments, everything you need to do in LiveText is posted for this course. And we've now built out the midterm evaluation of classroom practice, so it's ready for you to go. So you go to assignments, you'll see these listed. There's the mid-program and end of program. The end of program we'll do in April or May. The mid-program we're doing before the first week in December. So this is all you need to work on right now is the mid-program evaluation of classroom practice. So you go to continue assignment. For you, it would be begin assignment. I've already been in here practicing a little bit, making sure that everything is working correctly. So the first thing that you do when you go in is you will see SCED evaluation of classroom practice. So you click on that. This is the rubric that you will use for your self-evaluation. And if you look here, these are the 9 standards that you've been seeing over and over again. They're the same ones that are in your portfolio, same ones that we're using for our reflective essays. So what you will do is you will print it, and all you have to do is hit the print button, and it'll format it a little bit differently for printing, and then there's a button to print it. So we'll go ahead and do that. The document is now ready to print. And all you have to do is work through this and circle the number, the category that best describes your progress so far. Now this is mid-program, so we're not expecting to see many, if any, of the 3-level responses for exceeds. Now if you read through this and you really feel that it describes where you're at, go ahead and do that. I expect that most will be in the 2 area for standards that you've met or in the not met area. And it's perfectly okay to say that an area has not been met yet because this is the mid-program. This is middle of the year and we'll look at it again at the end of the year. So we'd like to see growth. So you hit that print button, and then to actually print, you hit the little print button up here, go ahead and print, and then that's what you will use for evaluation. Now it's very important that you evaluate by circling the numbers that describe your performance, and you bring that hard copy to the meeting with your supervisor and your host teacher. That's your responsibility to do that, and to print it and to bring it to the meeting. So that's that. That's the evaluation. That's the self-evaluation. That's the first piece. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back so that we can continue to work on this assignment. Sometimes LiveText is just a little bit funky when it comes to the way that you navigate. So we are going to go back to the course, and JDA. There we go. We are there. Go to assignments. Now, some browsers will allow you to just hit the back arrow. Some don't. But anyway, you can navigate the same way. You can always go back to courses, assignments, and the mid-program assignment. So you have printed your self-evaluation. You have evaluated yourself, and you've got that over, a place where you're not going to lose it. If you want to save it on your desktop, that's also an option. You can download it and save it and print it at another time. Regardless, you need to bring that self-evaluation. Now, the next piece is the template. So I've already done a little work here, so mine's going to look just a little bit different. But basically, you want to open this template right here, and you'll see this, begin using template. Don't do a new document. Don't attach files right now. You want to hit this begin using template. Now, so far, you have reflective essays for 3 areas, for philosophy, development and learning, and assessment. When you go to complete your evaluation in April and May, you'll have essays for all 9 areas, which will be terrific. For now, what I'd like you to do is to go ahead and submit your essay to each standard as is appropriate. So the way we do that, you hit the edit button, and then we delete that text. Go over to your essay. Now the first one was on philosophy and practice. I've selected Megan's because she gave me permission to share it. Do select all, and we'll do copy. Actually, let's do that again. Select all. It's picking up some of the formatting, which is fine. So we'll copy it. We'll go over here. We'll paste it. And there, your essay is in there. Now, LiveText does some funky things, especially when you have APA formatting. So just delete the weird stuff. Go back to the essay. We'll pick up her title again. Do not obsess on APA formatting in LiveText. It's just like the portfolio. Needs to be readable, needs to be presentable. Those are the main things. So I guess we have a little white space down here. We'll get rid of that. Bring up the references, which look good. All right, so we have now submitted our essay for this first standard on philosophy and practice. Let's say that I want to include an attachment. Maybe you have a lesson plan that really emphasizes your philosophy and practice. Maybe you have a piece of student work. Maybe you have a short video. Anything that you want to submit as an attachment, you can. I recommend that you always attach a PDF instead of a Word document, so the formatting doesn't change. And a video needs to be short. I think there's something like I think it's a 10 meg limit for files on LiveText. If you upload it to YouTube, that will condense it. There's tools like Handbrake. There's a lot of ways to condense a video file so that you can get it down. Anyway, if I wanted to insert a file, I go to Attachments. I'm just going to upload a new file. I'm just going to grab something from my desktop here. Teacher competencies. This is anything that's evidence that you have met that standard or you have met that goal. Okay, it looks like that's good to go. So we'll do save and finish. Okay, and there's the essay. It looks good. And of course, I'll go back and delete this later. So there is one piece that's basically done. I have my essay. I uploaded a document. You don't have to. An essay is perfectly sufficient. Your goal is to move through this fairly quickly. I don't expect you to spend more than 10 minutes on each of these. That would be a total of an hour and a half. Now, what do you do for an area where you don't have an essay yet? All you need to do is go to that area, go down, hit edit, and what you want to do is just write a little bit about how you've met this standard. Now, this is not a reflective essay. You don't have to have a thesis statement. It's just a short, like a vignette, little summary. So I might say, I believe that the integration of technology is critical for effective classroom management, scaffolding instruction, student engagement, and assessment, something like that. And then you can include some examples. So far, I have integrated technology in my teaching in the following ways. One, I asked students to research biology concepts using a library database. Two, my students created digital media presentations about photosynthesis. And if you want to include a rubric or an example or anything that kind of illustrates that, that's great. So a statement, a couple of examples. If you want to insert a file, you can do that. Let's say I'm going to upload a file. Going to browse my desktop. I think in 692, I actually have a piece on constructivist learning and Web 2.0 technology. Now, I didn't write that, but if I did, it would be a great resource on that. So you include that as an attachment. Let it go all the way up. That's completed. Save and finish. And then you'll go back and just work through all of these. So your goal is to have, a paragraph, some bullets for all of these. If you have an essay, include that. And then when you meet with your host teacher and your supervisor, they're going to open this up and we'll also see your self-assessment that you printed out using the rubric. And through consensus, you'll go through and say, okay, this is a 2, this is a 3, this is a 2, and that's what will be submitted for your assessment for the evaluation of classroom practice. Let's go back for just a second. And I just want to make sure that everybody knows that there are 2 pieces to this assignment. When you go to the assignment, I went to the wrong one. I showed you the wrong thing. So let's go back for just a second. Go to the right course, 692 JD1. Go to assignments. Now you can see that we're making some progress here. We'll go to the mid-program evaluation of classroom practice. So the 2 pieces are this right here. That rubric that you need to print and use for self-evaluation and bring to the meeting, and then the template that you'll be working on as you respond to each of the 9 goal areas. So in summary, the rubric is printed, use it as a self-evaluation and bring it to the meeting with your host teacher and supervisor, and you complete this template. All 9 goals, you need to have some kind of evidence, some kind of writing showing how you've met those goals. So this tutorial is posted in Blackboard under course files. And if you have any questions, be sure to let me know.